guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a 4th of July deco mesh wreath with supplies all coming from the Dollar Tree. So what you're going to need today is a frame, a wire frame, 3 packages of the white deco mesh, 3 packages of the red deco mesh. You're going to need some pipe cleaners, and I always bend my pipe cleaners in half and then cut them in half so they look like this. It really doesn't matter what color pipe cleaner you have because they get hidden in the wreath. So whatever pipe cleaners you have will work just fine. You're going to need a sign. I have this one today. My deco mesh is red and white, so my sign really needed to be more blue and darker colors to kind of give that 4th of July feel. And then I have a smaller set of signs here that I'm going to try to use as an accent in the wreath. And then I have these little beads that I got at Christmas time at Hobby Lobby just to put in the accent part of the wreath. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open our deco mesh. And we're going to measure 5 inches. So we're just going to take the deco mesh and we're going to lay it out here, and we're going to measure to 5 inches, and we're going to cut. This process really takes the longest time, but you're going to do that for the entire roll of your deco mesh. It's okay if your measurements aren't quite 5 inches. If you're over or under a little, it will be okay. Probably would have added some blue mesh in here and had 1 red, 1 white, and 1 blue for each of my bundles, but my Hobby Lobby is still closed, so there is nowhere for me to go shopping. So I decided to shop with, or just to actually create this with what I had on hand. as you can see here, I'm just piling them up in the big piles. At the end, I usually just try not to break. There's some staples in here, so I just pull the staple out, and I usually just leave it the way that it is. I don't cut this end part. It's already kind of rolled together, and I just leave it as a bundle together. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my red mesh. Again, I'm just going to measure out those 5 inches. Now in the past I've cut out ribbons and I've put ribbons in between my mesh. I'm not going to do that for this wreath. I didn't have any 4th of July ribbon that I thought would work, and I feel like this wreath has already too much red, so I'm not going to put any ribbon in between there, but you could either cut strips of ribbon and put those between your mesh or add them with your mesh, or you can make a big bow at the end and add that to your wreath as an accent at the end. But for this wreath today, we are not going to have any ribbons. I'm using Dollar Tree mesh, and it does tend to fray on the ends. If you have access to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, they do have higher grade Deco mesh that doesn't fray as much and is more heavy duty. So if you're looking for something a little bit more heavy duty, that might be an option for you. But I've made several of these with the Dollar Tree mesh, and if you store them well, you might have to spruce them up a little bit, trim off some edges, but I think that they turn out just as nice even with the Dollar Tree mesh. So this one has a funky thing here at the end. We're just going to measure, and it's going to make it to the 5 inches here at the end. like the white one, I'm just going to detach it from the staples, and then I'm just going to keep that as a bundle. Alright, so we are ready to put our bundles together. So we're going to take our pipe cleaners, and I've already cut these pipe cleaners in half because they were left over from another project. But what you do to get the half is you're just going to take the pipe cleaner, bend it in half like that, and then cut in the middle. And that will give you a good amount of pipe cleaner to wrap around your mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 bundles of white, and I'm going to roll them up. So I put it here and I start rolling, and I have a bundle that looks like this. And I'm going to hold this one in my hand, and then I'm going to roll the next one. And then I'm going to take a red, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to put those all together so they look like this. And then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, and I kind of smash them really good together, and then I twist. And I have a bundle that looks like this. And you're just going to keep doing that until you've used all your bundles. Now, you can also do 2 reds and a white. It's totally up to you. When you start rolling them, whichever one you've picked to have 2, you're going to run out of those rolls faster, obviously, because you're using more of them. It should even out in the end after you cut them all up. So you can go back and forth too, so you can have 2 bundles of white with a red, and then the next time you can have 2 reds with a white, and those will even out as well. So you're basically going to follow these same steps through all of your deco mesh. I have some already put together here. And like I was saying with the frame, I don't know if you can see this very good on the video, but there's some frame here. So what I usually do is I just take my scissors and I trim that part off. Sometimes if you're at the end of the roll, it will do that, but once you get them all together in the wreath, it won't really matter. Alright, so we're going to follow those same steps. I'm just going to roll and put them together. The fun thing about these wreaths is it really is all about your own creativity. So if you want to jazz it up, you can. If you want to keep it just, uniform, you can do that too. It kind of just depends sometimes on the supplies I have too. If I have enough, or maybe I think I'm going to run out, so I switch it up. They get so closely knit together in the wreath that a lot of times you can't tell. See, I'm using even different colors of the pipe cleaners, so it really doesn't matter what pipe cleaners you have. You do kind of need some space when you're doing these wreaths because you have the deco mesh set up everywhere, and then you have to roll it, and then you have the bundles together, so give yourself a good amount of space when you start this project. And the deco mesh tends to kind of have little pieces down here, so you can see all the little pieces, so make sure you have a place you can either have have a trash can by you or something, because it can get kind of messy. I would love to know in the comments below if this is your first wreath, or if you've done these a whole bunch of times, or maybe you do something a little bit different than I do and it works better for you. I'd love to know. I've been making these for almost a year, and I've kind of tweaked some of the things I've done, and that worked good for me. So I'm definitely going to have more red left over, because I was only putting one bundle of red in here and 2 bundles of white. So, but that is okay. They are going to even themselves out. In the next bundling, I'll just have 2 reds and 1 white, and then I'll alternate them when I put them on the wreath. Ideally, if you don't want to alternate them, you would just need probably an extra white Deco mesh. Rolling the mesh really is the most tedious part of this project. Alright, so this was the one that was at the very end of the roll, and I just usually keep it the way it is. It gets rolled up on the roll like that. I don't really change it, I just leave it exactly like it is and just put put it in. It does end up having like a little bit of the fray at the end, but like I said, it'll be smashed in between other ones in the wreath, and you can always trim that when we're totally done if you have some parts that are fraying. Alright, so we're going to take our white Deco mesh again. We're going to cut that and we're going to use up the rest of our red. Alright, so I've cut my second roll of the white, and I'm going to now do it with 2 reds and a white. So I'm just going to follow that same step that I did before when I put 2 bundles of white with 1 bundle of red. And I'm just going to actually put those in a separate pot. That way I know which one has 2 reds and which one has 2 whites when I go to assemble. So I'm clearly going to run out of my red mesh, and I'm going to have to cut my next bundle of red. But I just wanted you to see, you know, the difference. So there's 2 reds and 1 white this time, and the other one had 2 whites and 1 red. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to do that process through all of my Deco mesh. Alright, so we are ready to attach it to our wreath frame. So I'm going to take one of these bundles that has 2 whites and 1 red, and and I've only cut out 4 of the Deco mesh. I've cut out 2 red and 2 white so far. So we're going to attach this by going into these two inner parts of the frame. So I'm going to put 1 of my pipe cleaners on one side and 1 on the other side, and then I'm going to pull it very tightly so it looks like this, and then I'm going to wrap that as tight as I can and move it as close as I can to the side there. So this is the underside. This is what it's going to look like on the other side. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I can see that pipe cleaner, you know, it's going to show, but the more that we get into the wreath, the less that we'll be able to see these pipe cleaners. So we're going to go ahead and just keep assembling it that way. I think because I bundled them differently, I'm going to go ahead now and take one that had 2 reds and 1 white, and I'm going to do that same thing. So I'm going to go through these 2 hoops right here. I'm going to pull it real tight, and I'm going to wind it together there. And then I'm just going to push that together. I like to make sure mine are really tight so that they don't move around. And then I'm just going to go back and forth between those 2 whites and 1 red and 2 reds and 1 whites until I run out. Now some people prefer to use the longer pipe cleaners when they're assembling this. If you have hand problems or something like that, your hand, it does kind of get tired from winding these around, and depending on how you cut them, some of them will be shorter than others, but I prefer the shorter ones because when it's all done and your wreath is in the back, when you have those long pipe cleaners, they kind of make a big mess back here. And when you go to attach your sign, you're going to attach your sign with a bigger pipe cleaner, and so you don't want it to get lost in the back with all your other pipe cleaners. But if you prefer to have the longer one to help you tie it, you can totally do that too. So it looks like I ended up with about 9, possibly 10. About 10 between each of the rings here. So in between between this ring right here and this ring right here, I have 10 bundles. So if I turn it back over, I'm getting to have a fuller wreath. You can still see some of the pipe cleaners, but what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of bend these bundles up so they're kind of poking out towards the top. And when we do that, the majority of our pipe cleaner goes away. So we're going to keep on with our bundles here, and we left off with the red, so we'll keep going. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna get maybe halfway through this wreath with the bundles that we've already cut up. I think I said this earlier, but if I had had access to some blue Deco mesh, I think that I definitely would have done a white, a red, and a blue for my mesh. I feel like this looks a little Christmassy. I think it'll be okay once we get the sign on it and everything. But if I had had the opportunity, I definitely would have done a red, white, and blue mesh. Because I'm not adding any ribbon in between here or anything. If you don't have it tightly in between there, then you're going to have some gaps, and that's when you're going to run the risk of seeing your pipe cleaner. So we want to make sure it's tight. But there's my, I have 2 so far, and it's getting pretty full, so you're not able to see the pipe cleaners as much anymore. And as we go around, it just gets more compacted together, and once we get the sign on it, you won't even be able to tell we had colored pipe cleaners on there. I'm going to cut my last 2 bundles of Deco mesh, and then I'm going to bundle them together like we did before, and then I'm going to finish filling up this wreath, and when I come back, we'll be ready to attach the sign and the rest of the decals. Alright, so we are finished. Here is our finished product with all of our Deco mesh on there. And this is what the back should look like. This is why I don't like to use the big pipe cleaners for the back, because the little ones make it so nicely tucked in here, and then you have all this space here to do your sign and kind of manipulate that in the back. So it's nice not to have all those pieces hanging there. So we have this. So we have our sign, and I've cut off the top of the sign here, and I have this little red ball that I got at Christmas time. They're just like the filler. I'm going to go ahead and glue that here to cover up the hole. So I have my hot glue gun ready, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a dab of glue here, and then go ahead and glue that to the hole. I just don't like it when the hole is showing in the wreath, so it ends up looking like this. And now we are ready, so we're going to turn our sign over here, and then we're going to have 4 pipe cleaners that are full length, and we're going to bend those pipe cleaners in half, and then each one of those pipe cleaners is going to go at the corners of the sign. That way, when I go to attach it to the wreath, it'll have a way to attach just like the Deco mesh did. And since this is a heart, I think I'm only going to do 3 pipe cleaners here. So I'm going to attach it with some glue. And you want to make sure that this is really dried and attached before you go ahead and attach it to your wreath, because you don't want your sign to fall off. assemble this. So it comes in a 3 pack for the sign, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it over and take them apart so I have one of each. The nice thing about these is you can use them in different projects, so if you don't use all 3 on your wreath, you have 3 extra ones that you could use. If you're going to make one of the smaller round wreaths, these would go really great in the middle of the smaller round wreath. And then I'm going to go ahead and just cover the top of that. And then I have 3. So if I go ahead and decide to use this one, I do have these holes here, and I probably will just use those same holes and put them here so that they aren't as noticeable with the hole. Now I'm ready to assemble my wreath. So I have the wreath, and this is going to sit right here in the middle. In order to do that, I'm just going to thread these pipe cleaners in through the wreath. So I'm going to start with the top one here. And I'm just going to kind of make a hole here. But I'm just going to kind of make a hole in between some of the Deco mesh. And then I'm going to thread that pipe cleaner just like I did the Deco mesh through those 2 middle rings. And then if I flip over, I can pull them through here. And then I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the Deco mesh, and I'm going to twist together here. And then I'm going to do the same thing, so it's halfway on there. I'm just going to kind of position it and do the same thing to this side. So I'm going to make a hole. And I'm going to thread it through those 2 places again. And then I'm going to make sure on the front that I like where it is, and then I'm going to turn it in the back and twist it together. The nice thing about these being long and the other ones being short is that they're easy to see. So now I have the 2 top parts set on the wreath, and I just kind of make sure it's even, and then I'm going to do the same thing in the bottom. Hole here in the bottom, and then I'm going to thread those through the 2 middle pieces. I'm going to pull and twist here. So it's connected here at the bottom, and then it's connected here on my wreath. That's turning out pretty cute. Alright, so we have these big signs, which I'm thinking might look cute attached down here. So our choices are Home of the Brave, 4th of July, or I Love the USA. I definitely don't want to use the red one because there's too much red in my wreath to begin with. So it's down to the 4th of July or I Love the USA. I think I'm going to go with the I Love USA. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow those same steps with our pipe cleaner. But because this one is going to kind of overlap the heart here, we're only going to need 2 pipe cleaners. Go ahead and thread these 2 decorated on the Deco mesh. Then I come over here to the back, and I'm just going to wind it together here. And then I'm going to make sure I can see all the signs moving. And then I'm going to do the same thing up at the top. The last thing I need to do is to glue the two little things here. I decided to take these same little bulbs and glue them kind of around the wreath here, just to give it a little bit more dimension, I guess. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button so that you can stay connected to our community, and then hit that bell and it will keep you notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you for joining me today, and whether you're a new crafter or someone who's been crafting forever, today is a great place to start. Till next time.